Downrange. The road sits empty. That's exactly why not one of them makes it home. Keren and 5 friends drive down a lonely highway. A tire blows. They stop, expecting a short delay. They change the tire in the heat. The rubber is torn wrong, punched through, not worn, because a sniper works the road. A shot cracks. A body drops. You know that first shot means nobody's getting home, but here's what makes it worse. Nobody moves. Jody reaches the sniper and kills him. But the rifle fires once more through her throat. No monster hunts them. Just a rifle and one final shot that steals her victory. Every exit they run toward is already closed. One sniper on one road is the beginning. The next trap swallows the world. The cabin in the woods. It looks exactly like every horror cabin you've ever seen. That's the first lie. Dana and 4 friends arrive at an isolated cabin for a weekend away. They think they are completely alone. They explore the basement. Someone reads an old diary. The dead rise outside. Every choice is already watched, steered from below. Then the cabin stops being a cabin. It becomes a machine. You think you know this cabin. You really don't. Their deaths are meant to be a ritual sacrifice, keeping ancient gods asleep beneath the world. But Marty survives, and Dana refuses to kill him. That breaks the ritual and wakes the ancient ones. Hope isn't the escape here. Hope is what ends the world. And here, every door is already a lie. This trap runs on cold machinery. The next one greets you with a warm, smiling face. 2001 maniacs. The town throws them a welcome party. By morning, the guests are the main course. Anderson and friends take a wrong turn into Pleasant Valley. Mayor Buckman welcomes them like family. The town smiles, feeds them, flatters them. One by one, they're pulled aside. Then each warm welcome turns into a slow, gruesome death. And this is the detail that changes everything. The townspeople are long dead, vengeful ghosts. The visitors were never tourists, only offerings. That warm welcome should have scared you way sooner. The kindness is the trap. Behind the warmest smile hides the oldest grudge. For a moment, Anderson and Joey believe they've escaped. Then barbed wire takes both their heads on the road out. A fake celebration is bad enough. Now picture a real wedding, where love saves no one. REC3 Genesis. It's the happiest day of their lives. It's also the day they both die. Clara and Coldo are getting married. The reception is beautiful until a guest suddenly turns. 1 bite, then 2. The infection tears through the guests. Clara grabs a chainsaw in her wedding dress. Coldo fights to reach her. You're rooting for them. And it still doesn't matter. But here's why this reunion is so cruel. They reunite, but Clara's bitten. Coldo severs her arm, but it is too late. She turns during their final kiss, then the police shoot them both. The love is real, and that's what makes it hurt. The closer they get, the more it dooms them. Their happiest moment becomes the reason they die. This horror screams and bleeds. The next erases people quietly deep in the woods. The Blair Witch Project. 3 filmmakers walk into the woods. The forest decides none of them walk out. Heather, Josh, and Mike hike into the Black Hills to film a witch documentary. They expect a simple shoot. It starts as a hike. Then the map stops working. Stick figures hang from the trees at night, and every single path circles back to the same clearing. This is where the movie stops lying to you. Josh vanishes. Then the screams lead them inside. Mike faces the wall. Heather screams. The camera drops. You already know that wall isn't saving anyone. No monster ever appears. That's the pattern. Rescue appears just long enough to hurt, then vanishes. The footage ends before the nightmare explains itself. This is where horror stops needing a monster. Next, the threat rots from inside. Cabin fever. No killer stalks this cabin. Just a disease and friends who turn on each other. Paul and 4 friends rent a cabin. The first night feels perfect, until a stranger stumbles from the dark. Paul accidentally sets Henry on fire. Then Henry's body ends up in the reservoir. One friend starts bleeding, and the whole group turns on each other. But here's the thing that really destroys them. By now, you trust literally nobody in that cabin. The disease is deadly, but fear spreads faster, tearing them apart before infection can. The threat is never sickness, it's panic. Jeff thinks he made it out clean. Then the police shoot him anyway. The cabin doesn't kill them. Their own fear does. They seal themselves off through fear. Next, the world seals them in on purpose. Quarantine. The cameras never stop rolling. That's the only reason we watch the doors seal shut. Reporter Angela and cameraman Scott enter an apartment building with a fire crew. Routine, they think. A woman inside turns sick, then violent. The authorities seal the building. Nobody in, nobody out. Infection climbs floor by floor. No help coming. This is the detail that seals their fate. You already know nothing good waits in that dark. There's no rescue coming. The people outside choose to trap them in, not save them. The system meant to save them contains them instead. No one is protected, only abandoned inside. Scott dies in the dark. Angela grabs the camera, then something drags her away. This building locks people in against their will. The next one lures them in willingly. Hell House LLC. The haunted attraction is completely fake, but whatever moves inside it is very real. Alex and his crew build a Halloween attraction inside the abandoned hotel. Strange things start before opening night. Mannequins move. Figures appear in empty rooms. Paul disappears, then turns up in the basement in a blank, wrong state. But they ignore every warning sign, pushing toward opening night. And this is where the building stops pretending. Opening night becomes real. Guests panic and flee. The crew dies inside the attraction they built. Those mannequins still creep into your nightmares, don't they? Denial pulls them deeper than any ghost. They wanted the danger fake. Every escape route only makes the ending crueler. They don't find the trap, they build it. A haunted building traps you in one place. The next force is worse, following you anywhere. Final Destination 5. You can cheat death once, but death always reschedules, and it never misses twice. Sam sees a bridge collapse in a vision. He drags his co-workers off it just before it falls. For a moment, they think they're safe, but death corrects its list. One by one, the survivors die in freak accidents, each one more precise than the last. You feel that reveal hit you right in the gut, but here's the twist that nobody sees coming. They board Flight 180. Then the trap finally shows its name. The doomed plane from the first film. The escape is the trap. That's what makes it merciless. Every step towards safety leads back into death. Survival is just a longer way to die. Here, the final turn sends them back to the beginning. The next trap leads downward into something alive. The Borderlands/Final Prayer. They come to prove a miracle is real. The church has other plans for them. Deacon and Gray, a Vatican team, enter a remote church to test a miracle. They expect a debunking. Strange sounds echo through the stone. Then tunnels open beneath the altar. They crawl deeper until the walls stop feeling like rock and start feeling like flesh. This is what is really buried down there. Something ancient and hungry lives beneath the church. The narrow tunnels are its throat. You feel every wall close in with them, don't you? The holiest place hides the oldest hunger. They aren't crawling through a tunnel. They are inside something alive. The deeper they go, the tighter the walls close. This place swallows them whole. The next horror is a road that never ends. Dead end. A shortcut home should save them some time. Instead, it takes everything they have. On Christmas Eve, Frank takes his family off the highway onto a back road just to save time. The road stretches on forever. A woman in white waits with a child. One by one, the family disappears. You already know it's over before they do. And this is where the road reveals itself. No destination waits. The shortcut is a fatal crash. The road itself is dying. Hope was never the exit, only delay. Marion wakes in the hospital, but the rest of the family already died in the crash. The journey itself is the afterlife all along. A road with no end is cruel enough. The final escape makes them the monster. Devil's Pass. The only way out glows ahead of them. It turns them into the nightmare. Holly, Jensen, and friends travel to Russia. They film the Dyatlov Pass mystery wanting answers. They climb the mountain and find a hidden bunker. Inside, experiments. Impossible things. Then something hunts them down and the survivors run toward a glowing portal. This is the truth waiting on the other side. Yeah, that time loop twist still messes with your head. The portal throws them back in time. They become the mutated bodies found near the bunker in 1959. The escape doesn't just fail, it makes them the horror. Hope doesn't just die here, I don't think it builds the nightmare. The monsters they run from are what they are becoming. And this is the cruelest trap of all. Every door is fake. Nobody gets out.